So on the left hand side you have a beautifully drawn original transformative Dragon Ball fan manga, and on the right hand side you have a blurred image of a Dragon Ball Super manga panel. And the reason it's blurred is because this is the way that Shueisha would like you to see the manga on YouTube. And right now this is contaminating and hurting the Dragon Ball fan manga community as well.
Prepare yourself, damn Saiyan.
So back in September, Shueisha attacked Geekdom 101 and issued him 5 copyright strikes. That's right, not 1, not 2, definitely not 3. They issued him 5 copyright strikes on the Dragon Ball Super manga chapters that he was covering on his channel. Now obviously these are fraudulent, but it didn't matter to Shueisha. They attacked his channel, they gave him the copyright strikes, and he was in danger of losing everything he had built over years and years over some bullshit. Luckily, Geekdom 101 has the resources and the connections where he quickly got all these copyright strikes removed. In the same breath, Unreal and Gaming received several copyright strikes, and he was unable to use his channel for a large amount of time before he finally gained access to it and the copyright strikes fell off. Fast forward to today, and it looks like Shueisha's back on their bullshit. Now, luckily, knock on wood, this has not happened to me yet, but it has happened to several content creators on this platform. Even Carthu's Dojo was not spared on his manga chapter review, and Unreal and Gaming just received 3 copyright strikes over Dragon Ball fan mangas. Not even the Dragon Ball manga, Dragon Ball fan mangas manually detected by someone working at Shueisha who does not know what the difference is between the manga and a fan manga is. And this is extremely worrisome, not only because the main thing that I delve on in this channel is fan projects, fan mangas, as well as Dragon Ball Super and the potential upcoming series, but it's troublesome because now we are getting targeted for about everything that we can cover. So I wanted to go ahead and give you guys some insight on what's going on here with Shueisha attacking not only the fan mangas but the mangas themselves. And I wanted to go ahead and give some support to Unreal and Gaming, Carthu's Dojo, and other Dragon Ball channels that have been targeted by Shueisha, and let their voices be known and heard throughout YouTube, which is where all this negligence is happening. Now, I understand why Shueisha would not want people to be covering the Dragon Ball manga, because in Japan they want you to buy the manga or read it online, and if people are just taking it from online and putting it on YouTube, then they're not really making a buck on it. So they want to take all that stuff down, and I understand it. As flawed as it is, I understand it, but Dragon Ball fan mangas are completely different. Yes, they use some of the characters from Dragon Ball here and there, but they are completely transformative and originally made by the artists and writers who created them. So they are completely out of the scope of Shueisha, who has been issuing copyright strikes on these fan mangas, starting with Unreal and Gaming, and soon they will be coming after the rest of us. So at this point in time, I implore you, if you are a Dragon Ball YouTuber, do not use the Dragon Ball manga chapter panels, the Dragon Ball Super manga chapter panels in your videos, and I would even go as far as to say do not use them in your thumbnails at all, because that just makes you an easy target, in my opinion, for anybody just scrolling through and typing in chapter review, the chapter that it is, Dragon Ball Super manga, and there you go, there's your stuff, and they can go ahead and shoot it down with copyright strikes. These are people that are working at Shueisha that don't know any better when it comes to Dragon Ball Super manga, and they definitely don't know any better when it comes to the fan mangas. Now they're targeting that, and that is a huge no-no when it comes to the Dragon Ball community. And this is the reason that I wanted to spread some love and positivity yesterday in the Dragon Ball community. I normally don't do that, even though I do wish it upon everybody, but I normally don't do that. And even though we fall into our own cliques, our own groups, our own friends, when it comes down to it, Dragon Ball content creators really need to stick together and realize who the real enemy is, who is the one that we should be on guard and protecting ourselves from, and that is, of course, these false copyright strikes, demonetization, and some of the brokenness that we see here on YouTube and YouTube's algorithm and YouTube's practices. Anyway, guys, that's all I have for you today. I know this is not a Dragon Ball fan manga, but this is a discussion that surrounds Dragon Ball fan mangas that I knew I had to make a video on, that you guys needed to hear. That way you guys are caught up with what's going on in the Dragon Ball fan manga universe. This is going to be Blackscape signing off. Take care, guys.